My love, it's been such a long, long time. One day I always knew I'd hear from you again. But I'm sorry to find you're having such a hard time. But you thought of me in your time of need. So I say, we are road, and I will come running. How long or how hard it may be, I am right from your love here to guide me. I promise I'll be there whenever you. Who thought it would ever come to this? One last letter, no one last kiss. As the seasons go by, every day you're on my mind. I long one day to be with you, so I say, and I will come running. I'll come running. How hard it may be, wherever you are, you're not here to guide me. I promise I'll be there whenever you promised me. I promised you love for one another was true. So in time we went on with our lives. Now we're all so far apart, too far to make it start, too long to make it end. I must see you wherever you are, wherever you are, yeah. Wherever you are, wherever you
Yes, ma'am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you today here with me, DLD. And that was Tare Ellis with Southern Gals on her album. What year was that? 1997 is when I remember it. I don't know. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
I'm not quite sure what year it was, but I do want to thank you for having me up again.
Okay.
Why'd you play that song? Why'd you select that song?
I just thought
I'm sure you put some thought into it.
I have met so many friends all over the place, in my life. And, if in case they follow me or whatever, they can know that, they're always on my mind, always in my heart.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah. I've never had a relationship. Oh, well, I take that back. But I had a relationship. One friend, she got mad at me because I wouldn't go to a concert, and she told me to have a nice life. I said, okay. But other than that, I've always had all my relationships ended on a pretty good note. I could say that. So with people,
That's good.
with family. Yeah, tonight we're getting into the wheat, separation of the wheat from the tare, and you know that. Hold on a second. Let me get this. Gotta have my notes. And I didn't mean to have that out loud like that. Okay, like we pretty much understand, right, DOD, that the Christ is within us, right? You agree with that?
Well, okay, so what do you mean by that?
The
That
Christ,
we are our own gods?
no, I'm not
What is
saying
it?
our own gods or anything like that, because
Well, then
basically
explain it to me. Clarify.
what I mean is we as a people understand that we are the ones, right? That we have the Christ consciousness, the God particle is what makes us up, right?
Okay, because when you say Christ, then isn't
No,
that short for like Christian?
no, not Christian now. You know, these religious, we don't get religious over here, but we do get
Okay.
to the truth. And the truth means we're digging.
Because you always mention spiritual, being
Yeah,
spiritual.
yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about spiritual, but you know, the spiritual manifests into the. I always say that spiritual always manifests into the physical, it's into some physical.
But Christ is a God though. Is the main, is the main God, considered the main God, right?
It's
The
the
one and only.
particle. The Christ is the God particle. Remember me talking in the past about how what is the crystals? What is the Christ? It's the
So
oil.
then you mean the God particle?
It's the oil, yes. It's what makes us up as a whole being. A lot of people think they want to throw away the suit that we're wearing, but this suit is an indicator of our righteousness as a people. And we are that Christ within ourselves. That's why we're well known as having that soul. We bring to life things, music. We bring a lot of stuff. We bring architecture. We bring design. We bring green fingers. We come with our green fingers, ready to grow things, give things life, birth, um, and in
So
that
then who is Jesus Christ?
they made, you know, they got that from some old ancient writings, right? And they decided for them it had to be made physical. It had to exist as a man. But for us, it's what's within us. We already know. It wasn't, you know, the Bible wasn't made for us. It was made to give them salvation in the physical world. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but what I'm saying is before they hijacked it, did we use the word Christ?
Well, we use the word crystals. See, everything that they hijacked, they got it from some ancient ancient understanding of what we were going through as a people. You see what I'm saying? What we would be enduring as a little gods on the planet, having a physical experience. You see what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying, but we're using their words, right? Christ.
It's not their words.
So
Just
that's what I'm saying. So then it was our word before they hijacked it.
just like D, he thinks the word black we should not utilize, and the word they're not white and we're not black, but But we are both. We're both black and white, and I've always said that on our channels. Don't be afraid of that of that color that they call black. Don't be afraid of that color they call white. We embrace that because it's an ancient understanding about that that is beyond understanding on this planet, that we can get it because I have that understanding, but and many other people have that understanding like I have the understanding. So we can get it. It's just that some of us are at the point where, at the level where we're coming out of the Caucasians thinking, but we're not all the way. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So some people are going to associate what I'm trying to say with Christianity, but it's kind of similar, but it's not. You see what I'm saying?
Which is why I was trying to get clarification, because like you said, people will believe that you're talking about Christianity.
Everything in the Bible, that Bible was given to them. They stole, granted, they stole and they pulled out some stuff and they made it the way they wanted to make it. But it was made for them too. On the same note, that Bible was made for them. So it was geared for their salvation, not for us. We didn't need it. Like I said, the Christ is specific only to a particular people, and it is not a Jew. It is not a Jew. So in getting this understanding tonight, you will understand.
Now, hold on. Jews are not a race.
Yes, but they made Jew a race, and I'm saying that it is not.
Hold on. Who made Jews a race?
They made it a race.
Who is who?
These Caucasians and the Jews.
How do you make a race?
You ask them how they made a race. I don't know. I don't agree with it. It's not. I know it's not a race.
Oh, okay. Okay. As long as we know.
See, I know that. I'm in this paradigm that I have to use. Okay, if we're the one in the position, right? We got to be in the position. When we're in the position, we got to call out what they're talking about, what way they view life, the way they're viewing it, and they're making us seem like we belong on the bottom, right? You agree with that point?
Well, I mean, I agree with the premise of what you're saying, yeah. But like D. Calico said, and I understand, because even when he was on, I was telling him that the only reason why we're using these words or phrases, terms or whatever, is because it's familiar with everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
But I understand where he's coming from too. If we're calling these Jews a race and we know it's not a race, why are we calling them a race?
Right. Well, we have to call them that to call them out on it.
Well, we can call them Jews without saying that Jewish is a race, or Jews are a race.
No, I didn't say Jew was a race, though. We know that it's not a race.
Okay, continue.
It actually means a whole different thing. It doesn't even mean, when I dug into Shakespeare's stories, he wrote about Jews, but in his day and time, a Jew was a person who lent money. And that's what they are. They could still call themselves Jews from this day. It doesn't even have nothing to do with religion. It has more to do with greed. It's a greedy. It's what it means. It used to be, back in Shakespeare days, that used to be a bad thing to call people.
Okay, right, but okay. So what is the Jewish religion?
They made all that stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. Yeah.
They made that up, and it came from the Gnostic people, Gnostics. It came originally from the Gnostics, but we were constantly changing things, because I learned that many of our Moors, the only reason why they became Moors was because a lot of them were hired into what they call it, it wasn't slavery, but the guy explains it. I'm going to share his channel with you.
Servitude. Servitude.
Servitude. It was servitude, but it was an army, military servitude they had to serve. And so they call those groups of men, of soldiers, of men, fighters, Moors. But I didn't like the term they used, slave, because they didn't have that thought process back in that day. They had only servitude. You served, and you someone had money. They lend you the money. Now you got to serve time for the money. You know what I'm saying?
If you couldn't pay them back, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, because why would you serve them? You know, why would you put yourself in servitude if you can pay it back?
Yeah, even one of my used to be favorite story writers, Poe. I think it's Poe. He wrote all those.
Edgar Allan.
Yeah, Poe. Yes, he wrote all those horror stories and scary stories in England. His whole life was spent in until he got an adult and started writing. But majority of his life, when as a kid, his parents were always in servitude in England. So that was the blunt of his life, was pretty much servitude until he started writing, you know, and was able to have his own finances when he got older. So yeah, I disagree with calling it slavery past the 1500s. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't become slavery till like 1619. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you mean in America?
Right. Well, all over. Well, yeah, in America, because they still have servitude. Like I said, I lived in Bahrain a year and a half, and there was a lot of servitude over there. Everybody was serving servitude. So, I guess they're the people with the money over there. But like I was saying, let's look at this here. But the whole thing with that is, what I'm trying to say is that they know that we actually have the Christ consciousness and the Christ within us, which is our soul. You see that much of it, what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, yeah.
And the oil that makes our skin color is what I call the crystals, the oil, the oil that our righteousness is born from. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So basically, that's why we see the world turned upside down for us here, as it has been, because we are the ones, we are the people. You know what I'm saying? But so happened today, we're the people on the bottom. And we're the people that everybody is looking down upon and blocking our way and preventing our rise. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
So if the people are doing all this to us, and at the same time they're exclaiming out here that somehow they're people of greatness and we're the people of trash, then what does that look like to you?
Are you asking me a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, as far as what?
As far as us being on the bottom and everybody else, looking down upon us and saying, why can't these people get it together? And they haven't even allowed, and they've been given a lot, but we've been left out. What does that say to you?
Anytime you take economic power away from a people, anytime you put them in a let's say a ghetto,
Mm-hmm.
and their education isn't or maybe not. I shouldn't say the education, the tools for education aren't there for them. Well, of course they're not gonna. They're going to be considered on the bottom
Right.
if 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 I have a home and you don't, and you have to live outside. Of course, I consider I can maybe consider myself on top of you, better than you are, but that doesn't necessarily make it true. It
Mm.
just means you have a house and I don't.
Right.
That's the way I see it. I don't see anybody above us. That means like I say, they may have the house and we don't, but I don't see them above us. I don't see it that
But
way.
the whole thing is society measures things by wealth.
Their society, their
Yes, their
their mindset
society
does,
is,
right?
but they got our people also measuring by wealth. So when they do that, that causes a whole host of things to follow behind it.
Well, of course, yeah. That's when you have control over a person or a people.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, all you're doing is running around chasing wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
Exactly.
and especially if they're the one that have it, they can give it and take it away at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So you're in the hamster wheel chasing that almighty dollar, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually they can stop and boom, trip you up
Mm-hmm.
anytime they get ready, pretty much. So
So
we have
why
to get off of their wheel. We have to get off of their wheel and create our own.
yeah, why can our people see that? See that it's not because of our it is because no, I take that back. It is because of our color and who we are and what we are. But it's not because we're um see, I think a lot of our people are trying to be Indian, um, Hebrew.
Anything but who they really are.
Yes, but don't you know that's part of the plan?
Of course.
Because they love for you to think that you're or strive to be mixed in with the group. Because all they do with the Hebrews is they'll say, "Oh yeah, you are the Hebrews. Let's give you land in Israel with the rest of them," and then you be dealing with the racists, just like Ben Yahweh and his group endured. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then most of
Right.
them probably wiped out by now because they did so much forcing them into the military and stuff like that. It's just crazy, you know? And that's what will happen. It's always, that's why I said on the other video, I was talking about beware, not the beware video, but the entities. I had an alien gray on the front of the video show, but I was saying there's different entities to suck us into and suck us up and turn us into something we're not, to pretty much take our souls away. And they're out here around us every day. And it could be simple as a Hebrew group or a group that's trying to take us out of our birthright and go into some man-made creation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of these things are man-made creations that were here today and gone the next day. They're not no more. You know, people are they're already changing things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's a lot of people that think that us being out here without identity is supposed to be some bad thing. But if someone stole your identity, it is not your responsibility to go and try to find that identity, because you're just going to get frustrated. And the person that took your identity wants you that away. They want you um, to be finding your own way. And
See, but I disagree with that because we all know who the hell we are as a people.
Well, we know who
I
we
mean,
are.
we can run around talking about oh we're Indian or Cuban or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? All those, you know, but we all know where we originate from.
Exactly. We do.
So that's why they try to put that African American
Hmm.
title on because Africa is where we all originate from.
Yeah, that's the fact. That's a fact. And but there's so many people that disagree, and I don't know how to tell them that it's a trap and a snare that they created for you.
Well, yeah, if they divide them, that's another way you conquer people is to divide them,
Exactly.
have them arguing and fighting amongst themselves, amongst their women or their men. You know, once you do that, you know, you have power over that
They have power.
person or
And we
people.
gave them the will too with the power. And we don't even have the will and the power. But we sure did pass it on to someone else to have.
There you go.
And our will is coming from our left side of the brain. The power is the right side, you know? So
The feminine, the male and the feminine, or
the feminine and the masculine, yeah. Mhm.
right. Yeah,
But you know me, I really don't, you know, our people just need to sit back and analyze the whole picture for a little bit with themselves and see. The only they can see, you know, I can't help somebody to see only to a certain, only if the person already sees. You know what I'm saying? If they see a little bit, they're gonna see. You see what I'm saying?
right.
But you know, automatically the wheat, which is us who are in our wholeness, and we know ourselves, we know our culture. It's always been there. Even though these people wiped it out and try to wash it out and try to beat it out of us and bloody it out of us, we still have it there
That's
with
right.
regardless.
That's right. I've always said that. That's
Yeah.
100% correct.
They
Because who is the most copied people on this planet?
we are.
So
Exactly.
we must have something they want.
We have a lot they want. A lot.
Exactly.
And that's all within us. And you know, I tell our people this because these people are sitting up here or taking our organs, stealing our organs, stealing our melanin, your melanin, because it's unique and it gives life and it's a God particle. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I say these things, I talk about this for protection of our people so our people can see what they're doing out here and
And you know, melanated people are solar powered.
yes, we are. Because we got a solar system within our bodies as well. A lot of times, you know, what goes on out there in the sky may be going on in our bodies as well. You know, I had to go to the emergency room today, you know, because I was having real bad pains wrapped around my whole gut, from the gut to the back, my stomach.
Wow.
I mean, excruciating pain. That every time I moved or something, oh my God, it was just horrible. Today was a horrible day for them.
What did it say it was?
They couldn't find anything. I look so healthy. It's hard to find it. It's just a strange phenomenon. It's what goes on in the sky. Same thing goes on in our bodies. You know, it's just.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I'll leave it alone.
No, go ahead. You're silly. Go ahead.
And that's why I don't want to say it. I'm going to say maybe I do boo boo.
Maybe it's a boo boo.
maybe you had to go boo.
Yeah. No, I think I had that a few days ago. It's been days ago that I had that issue and it all came out. I thought most of it came out, but this
Yeah,
is
but when was the last time you boo boo?
I know. That's what they asked.
You see, of course they're gonna ask.
But it's just yesterday. Yesterday I did.
No, okay. I'm just asking because
And I did a lot. I did a
yeah.
lot. It wasn't
That's
just
what but
once
see,
a day.
that's the thing. Maybe it didn't all come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's a lot in there, and I've been,
But
you
now
know,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that with you because the way you take care of yourself and what you eat, you wouldn't think it'd be built up like that.
exactly. You wouldn't think so, but I was supposed to done a colonoscopy.
Hmm.
Uh, they, because of the COVID thing, I had to cancel. They canceled my appointment. So
Right.
this was the early part, around in March. I was supposed to go and get my colon checked, and I really needed it because evidently I needed it because now look at what I'm going through. I just want to be sure that I don't have no polyps or anything.
Right.
So it's like, and then they were going to help me with my other issues that I have. So it's just,
Yeah.
you know, I try to do things at home organically. I drank some last night. I drank some apple cider vinegar, and
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
still didn't get no movements, no earthquakes.
You got any like a herbal tea?
Yeah, I got plenty of herbal teas up there. Maybe I'll drink some tonight.
Yeah.
I'll do that
But
after.
see now see, now this is just me. When
Hmm.
I do stuff like that, I always wait till the daytime because it always want to attack me in my sleep.
Oh yeah, when you
You know
sleep.
what I'm saying? So at least want to be up, during the day if I got to go do that instead
Yeah,
of interrupting my sleep.
exactly. Beautiful Anaya said, "The return of the Christ is the awakening of His people." So true. Yeah, and we're those Pacific people, and they know it. They know it. They know that once we awaken, they dumb down. And I saw them dumbing down a long time ago. I
Yeah.
I saw them going out the door. I was like, oh yeah, it's breaking out. Especially when I was going to college, 20, I was going to school and I graduated in 2018, about 2 years ago. And I really saw it. I was like, let me get out of this school. These teachers, professors, these instructors are going crazy. They're losing their rightful minds. They're
Yeah, I
left.
didn't know it was that recent.
Yes, it was recently when I saw they were losing that school. I was like, this program is going to go to pits because these hey Nkrumah, sure. Let me put the thing out there for Nkrumah in case he wants to come up. I'm putting the link out in case you want to come up and join me in DOD and to talk about the wheat and the tares. And anybody else that want to join.
Now like Bear, if you can't pronounce his name, he also accept Terry.
I like Nkrumah.
And
Nkrumah.
Kruma Ture. And
And,
Kruma Ture.
and Nkrumah Ture. And
There you go. Yeah.
Nkrumah Ture. Yeah. I got it.
If you look at the name N and then Kru KRU
My
Ma Tu
Ture.
Ray.
Yes, I got it. Oh, he said he's at the job listening. Okay. All right. But like we said, it's the rise of his people and the awakening of the people. But it's not that it's a God outside of us. It's the God that's in us. It's the righteousness that's in us that is going to rise up and say, this stuff we've been living is not right. It's like for years, our people been going to this job, and this job, all the head people are white, right? But we thinking we're going to this job making an honest living, right? But these
Mm-hmm.
people, okay, I'll call you Terry. Terry. But these people are doing some dishonest business and they're not even paying you right. They're not even taking care of you. They're letting you, mistreating you on the job. But don't you know that person that recognizes that what's going on in the workplace are no longer becomes enthusiastic about working there because they know in the righteousness of themselves is looking at it and saying it's wrong and it's sickening them to their stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
they know what these people are doing is wrong and how they see the whole dynamic of how they've been treated and not allowed to get promoted. And they become aware of that. And from the Christ within them is telling them and showing them, hey, look at this, check out that, and then it's just throwing them off. Like it's becoming unappealing to them, to even be around that. You see what I'm saying? That's when you're recognizing and that righteousness in you has awakened for you to separate from the weeds of the world. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be a church-going person to see and live within a system.
Righteously.
Right. It's a system where people are harming other people and destroying you, setting out to destroy.
But see, Lightbearer, that's kind of the discussion we had before we went live backstage.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot in good conscience back you up if I know something that you did wasn't right.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I would want to say I did something wrong, like Bear, and I would want you to come to me and say, hey, you know what, DOD, man, you might want to rethink that. That what you just did wasn't cool.
Right. I agree.
Bring it to my attention. Don't just ride with me and just because we cool with each other. To me, I would respect you more if you let me know what I'm doing wrong.
Exactly. And if that person is riding with you and you're doing wrong, they're doing you wrong.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, they're doing you wrong because they're not letting you know that that's wrong. The righteousness is not within them yet.
Right.
They're not recognizing the wrongdoing from the right doing. So when you have to, then that gives you the right to perform your evil, your wickedness, your evil. Your wickedness is your protection of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that dude needs to go to, he's going to find a black company that is probably, or he's going to go make his own company because he's been around in the business and he's been around them head honchos, the big dudes, enough to know how they do the business. Even though they're doing the business bad in a bad way, he can turn around and turn it into a righteous way of doing business. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But he can separate himself from that. He says, I'm out. Here's my papers. I'm out of this job. Bye.
2-week
Or
notice.
like I said many days ago, I used to say, take this job, shove it up your nose, and pull it out the ass.
I hear you.
What's going on, family?
Hey,
What's going on, D?
Terry. D Calico. Hey, D Calico. How you doing today?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, today.
DOD.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, it's all good, my bro.
Yeah, I was asking about you earlier.
What, today too?
I don't know about today, but I asked you earlier. I think the last time we went live.
Yeah. I was watching. I was on Facebook watching y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Yeah, I was like, DOD, I'm right here. But she wasn't checking those darn comments,
Yeah.
It lets me see the I don't know why it says can't post comments to destinations.
Are you using your phone?
It's not. Yeah, my phone is.
Because I know you can see Facebook comments on a laptop. Because I used to do it.
I don't know what I did though. Let me see if I can fix it where I can see my Facebook comments. Let me see.
But D, you been okay, man? You been good, brother?
Yeah, man. Trying.
Crazy.
Good.
Definitely trying. But I gotta find your channel, man. I was trying to find your channel. But I ain't never, I gotta go one of them old videos where she post the link at.
Yeah, cause my channel is hard to find. They got me shadow banned.
Mhm.
You just can't just type my name in and it comes up.
Did you ever find my channel?
What's that?
Did you ever find my channel?
Yeah. In fact, I checked you guys out. Yes, was it yesterday? You guys went live or whatever?
Yeah, I sent them your channel.
Yeah. I was in the clouds watching. I was checking it out. Yeah. Yeah. Lightbearer sent me the link.
Yeah, I shared with him yesterday.
And I believe I subscribed to you, but I'll check just to make sure though. But I'm sure I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that way I can find you.
But yeah, what I'll do is I'll leave a comment on one of your videos, and then you'll be able to find me that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, YouTube, for some reason they took off my Facebook. I mean, you can still see me on Facebook, but I don't see my Facebook. I don't see my Facebook chat. See something.
They probably
Because normally they'll both show up. It'll show like Facebook and then right up under YouTube or vice versa. But normally they'll show both.
Yeah.
If somebody's making comments.
I haven't. My thing's been acting weird lately.
Did you go live tonight on both channels, on both platforms?
Yeah, I did. It's highlighted as such, but okay. It does say all destinations, but I guess Facebook cut me off. When they comment, it says can't post comments to some destinations.
Yeah.
And that's Facebook. But everywhere else I can. But do you see how nature is naturally going to separate the wheat from the tares?
And guess what?
Uh-huh.
We keep chopping it all up and blending it together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Now that I think about it, D, I did mention you tonight because Lightbearer was asking me a question about and what was that again? Like remember last time we were talking about the word black. Well, she brought up another word tonight.
Yeah, black and white. I talked about him yesterday as well too on that. Yes.
Right, but tonight you brought up another word, and I said we shouldn't be using that word. I can't recall what it was.
Jew, and I told you
right. Okay.
What Shakespeare used it. He used it as a person that lent money, because back in those days, that's what they considered a Jew, was a lender of money, a Greek man basically. They called him Greek. It was a derogatory word. It wasn't a good word to be.
We gotta apply this to everything. There was no letter J, back then.
Yeah, there wasn't a letter J. That's what I'm saying. But the letter J was created fairly recently. So you're right. But Shakespeare did use it in his writing, but they thought of it as something different. It wasn't what they're considering it to be now.
Of course.
They got their power is getting the whole masses of people to agree with them. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is in agreement on these things, and we cannot run around the world changing it. It's just not going to. Everybody already perceives something as such. It's hard to. They made it even harder spreading out the English language with a lot of other people.
Perception don't matter. Like that's why we say frequency. So that's why words are spells to the point that if you would read a real magic spell book, or the grimoires or Kabbalah or anything like that, you wouldn't understand the words you're saying, but the sounds you're making are gonna resonate in a certain way, and it don't matter if you those sounds you might think you saying cat, bat, rat, but you don't even understand. We don't understand the totality of what we're doing. We being used. I
Basically,
mean, yeah. Hmm.
they're always been used. And some people, some spiritual people are stuck on that. There's a Satan. Satan is not. It's not what Satan means. Satan, when they say Satan, they mean the God particle. They made that evil, not for them, because they know that thing gives them life, but they made it evil to us. They made us think that it's evil, that that's our bad boogeyman, because they will not have an excuse for what they do. So they say the dark is where the danger is, and they say there's a boogeyman in the dark, and his name is Satan or Lucifer. There's no such thing as those things, because nothing is all bad and nothing is all good. It's duality. You can't have it something all bad, and they don't have that. They don't have that understanding of that. So they tend to make things, you know, bad or good, which it makes you make a decision whether you want to be on the good side or the bad side, not knowing the bad side is what you really chose, because they gave it to you, they fed it to you, like the bad side is being us and the good side is being them. So because they have all this power and you see it, you're gonna inspire to be more like them. And when you aspire to be more like them, you just made yourself a tear, because you tore yourself away from your people. So now you're a tear. You know what I'm saying?
So that's where you get the wheat and the tear.
Uh-huh. We stay wheat, they go tear. That's why they say, uh, stay black and die. What they say? Stay black and die. Or live black and be black and die or something. I forgot how they say it. But you definitely, that's how I feel about it. You definitely want to do that, because if you don't do that, then what's going to happen is these people that you thought that you trust are going to get your soul, because all they are is soul snatchers and stealers and catchers. They're here for one purpose, and that's to catch our souls and take it and steal it and keep us in bondage. We think we're going to get out of this body, but the love for this place can get you stuck here. And then you become a tear. That's the nature of the beast. That's what happens. You see what I'm saying? And this, what I'm saying is, it sounds like Christianity, because Christianity took our ancient writings and stuff, and they only made it into a physical, even though it is a physical, but it's not like what they're saying, that the chosen people with the gifts get all the money. No, we're the chosen people. We're the ones, and we have all the glory already. We have all the gifts, we have everything all in us. And that's why we're hated. That's the number one reason we're hated. And they want death for us. They don't want us to finish out our experience, our journey here. They want us to turn into a tear and be separated from our people again, separated from each other. You see what I'm saying? In the name of all these entities they created, you know. You always see them. You always see pictures of these entities. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. And our people fall for them.
What do you mean by entities?
I'm going to show you now what I mean by entities. Agree, show all of them. Let me see if I can get them. Okay, I'm trying to get them here. And they want us to think that they're out of space, that they're in the universe, but they're not in the universe. They're actually in this place, this Earth atmosphere. That's why they say they're living underground or they're living somewhere. I can't find one that depicts all of them. Okay. I'm trying to find them. Ooh. Well, let me see again here. This is gonna get me. That's me. Okay. My thing is, what we need to do as a people is when they get stupid, we get hot. You see what I'm saying? Why did I take that away? Let me see if I can bring that back up.
Say again, when they get stupid, we do what?
We get, hold on, I'm about to share what I just said. If I can find that. Okay. Like I just found this right here. The ancestors have ways of bringing things, making things happen. When I did my ritual publicly for all eyes to see on Facebook. And that ritual, I did it in the projects on close to Freemason Street. And that Freemason Street is where a lot of rich people lived on. and a lot of free people of our color also lived next door to a lot of them that carried the head slaves downtown Norfolk. And I may do another tour down there, but the ancestors, they're making a way, and that's why I say we need to be connecting ourselves to that, because they're going to show each and every one of us different ways, different pathways. Look at this family right here. This is their pathway. You know what I'm saying? When somebody discriminates against you or puts you through hell, you do this. See, this is the woman, the mother. Black family denied service because of son's athletic clothes, files lawsuit. They get stupid, you go the highway.
Yeah, I remember that story. I seen the video. I seen the video of it. But I don't believe when they get stupid, we go higher.
No,
I believe.
but higher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to go higher because they ain't in their right minds.
When they get stupid, we need to go stupider. We need to get just as evil and dirty as they do, because that's the only thing those people understand. They don't understand. I mean, we've been. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I know you're about to go in, but check this out. We've been doing that every Sunday when people when you go to church, and they're talking about forgive and turn the other cheek and all that old BS. We've been doing that for 400 years now. It's time we start getting just as evil as they do, because that's the only thing they understand.
That's what I'm saying. We're in a different place now. So our getting evil is getting them in the pocket. See what I'm saying? They're gonna give us
right. Economically, so correct. I agree with you on that.
Every time the ancestors bring a sucker to you, you suck it. You become a sucker to them. You take everything, take them for everything.
That's right. I agree with you.
Then you have to play, because the wheat is getting. It's been deciphered from the Tare, regardless whether we want to do it ourselves or not. See, that's why I said we got to stay in tune with our ancestors. You know why all these Karens are acting a fool and stuff like that? Because their time is finished. It's time. They need to hand over all their stuff. So they got to do something to fuck up their own lives so you can have now. See what I'm saying?
So they're sacrificing themselves.
They're not thinking. No, they just don't have a brain anymore. Like Eternal said they're already dead. Don't even worry about them. They've been dead. You know what I'm saying? So all we got to do is take our heritage that has been handed over freely and easily by these people. Do you think they can stand heat?
Stand heat.
Do you think they can take this weather?
No, well, of course not. No.
Let me tell you, my experience was in college when I had two Caucasian country females from the country, and me and this other girl, we both were from the country too, but we just, we didn't act like country. We didn't act like their kind of country. And I'm telling you, it was in the dead of winter. And this one roommate had to come to the living room and open up the windows so all the snow cold air can come in. And not only that, what else do you think she did when she opened the windows?
Probably stuck her head out.
I would have been happy if she stuck her damn head out. But she turned on the AC too.
Right.
In the winter, window and AC.
I guess that that's that cave mentality. They're used to that cold.
Yeah, she missed her cold weather. I guess I would have hated to been at her house, but I think she loved that cold weather. And so, you know, their emotions, their mental state is pretty much broken at this point. And I guess after that, you know, comes the death, you know. But I'm gonna be quiet and let you two. I'm taking a break and getting some water real quick. So go ahead and talk, y'all.
Oh, I didn't know what you said.
I was just, me and DOD was just talking about how they're already dead and they're handing over our stuff and we don't even know it.
Yeah, it's like they say, you gotta let the dead bury the dead.
They're handing us their wealth and we don't even know it half the time.
To understand that.
So what are your thoughts on it, D?
Because you remember that one man that won, he won the discrimination of his job, and him and another guy, they both got 1.6 million or something. About, I know he was from down south somewhere, but his job was doing something, and he won the whole suit against him, and he became a millionaire.
So D Calico, man, what do you think about what Lightbear's talking about?
You already know. I mean, you know, the sister on point, but you know, to get, you know, we always, I guess, us men being so logical, we always got to go in a little deeper.
Right.
But you know, I try not to concern myself with them crackers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them crackers ain't. I don't care who the president is. I don't give a, you know, I don't care who run what, because they don't run shit in my life. You know what I mean?
Right. I hear you.
I tell people we wouldn't even know who running for president if it wasn't for the damn television. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know the time to vote. None of that
neither
shit.
party is for us.
Huh?
I said neither party is for us. Democrats or Republicans.
Now I'm voting for Kanye. If I vote, I'm voting for Kanye.
Really?
Real shit. Hey, Kanye say black people are aboriginal indigenous to America. Huh? I ain't never heard a motherfucking candidate or president be real like that. He said the original slaves are the Slavs, which is Europeans.
Right, but why he didn't say that when he was sitting in the White House with Trump? Looking all over his man.
Why you think he became tight with Trump? Trump agrees. Trump knows this shit.
No, but yeah. Right, but he didn't come out and say it in front of Trump and in front of them cameras.
Yeah, no, it's a time and place for everything.
Okay, that was the time and the place.
People gonna die.
So he can say it now and not die.
I mean, now he not next to him. It's like saying nigga could talk all that shit when they're on the other side of the, you know, the world or whatever.
So the black man got to run and hide and say whatever he want to say, speak his truth. Is that what
I don't think nobody talk no shit when they in the fucked up, when they in the wrong position. That's like Trump ain't gonna go to China and get too sassy, you know. He gonna wait till he get back home and talk his shit. Because that's when they want all the smoke. Motherfucker want all the smoke when they're in their own territory.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. And a real one want that smoke regardless.
Man, look, I ain't gonna say that. Because I done been in the toughest situations, standing up to groups of niggas. You feel me? And guess what? Deep down inside, if they don't want no smoke, I don't want no smoke. You know? But I know how easy it is for niggas to be brave when they 12 deep and you 1 deep. They get real brave. So, you know, for them not to want none is gonna take a lot.
Right.
You know,
Y'all ready?
most likely. Yeah, we ready.
Okay. I got oh, let me share the screen first. I don't know what they're talking about over there. Here we go. I'm trying to get this thing to come up, but okay, here we go. Okay. Black farmers to receive payouts and oh no, this is not the right one. Oh, this is it. Black man. Okay. But it said the bank refused to cash black man said, okay, here we go. This recently happened. You see, black farmers are suing. And did y'all hear about the black stock exchange already open up?
Yeah, I see the title. I didn't get into the article.
Okay. I know Lisa was talking about it and I was just listening. But look, y'all see this man right here? Y'all see this man right here?
Right.
Okay. He won a discrimination lawsuit. Okay. Tare Thomas is suing because a bank called the cops on him while he was trying to make a deposit. Tare Thomas thought he was done with lawsuits. Oh my goodness, man, been blessed with lawsuits here, right here. See what I'm saying? Settlement check. I mean, they actually handing you over because they cannot get past certain things in their minds, you know?
Right.
Fresh suing his employer for racial discrimination, the African American Detroit. And you notice it doesn't matter what he calls himself, they still gonna give him, it's the spirits, the ancestors that are forcing them, regardless what he is, he's still getting his just due. Detroit resident went to the bank to deposit his money. Instead of taking it, they called the cops.
So this brother wasn't trying to take money out; he was trying to put money in, and they still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he won a 1.2 billion lawsuit, $1.2 billion. I mean, he could have brought his own bank for that much, you know, and put the
Was it
money in.
1.2 billion or 1.2 million?
I think it was a billion. I thought it was a million, but I think it's a billion.
No, I think it's 1.2 million.
It's 1.2 million for him. It's a billion for the farmers. I'm sorry, black farmers sued too. But look what our people. This was just January. This was just January that they announced that he got his money, right? But he's been suing them since 2018, and they finally settled January. And now Thomas, 44, is embroiled in yet another lawsuit. Another lawsuit came this man's way. They just love giving this man lawsuits, don't they? This one against the bank. While no charges were filed against Thomas, who received undisclosed monies from Enterprise Leasing Company of Detroit to settle his May 2018 lawsuit, he was certainly charged up. He sued Wednesday seeking unspecified damages as well as an apology for what he calls, this nip it in the butt, family. Nip it in the butt. Don't sit around being somebody's footstool. Don't become these people's footstool. That's all I'm saying. Look at the farmers over here. Look. Black farmers to receive payouts in $1.2 billion from federal lawsuit. Look at that, brother. After years of protests and lawsuits, black farmers in the South will begin receiving payments this week as a result of a $1.2 billion settlement in their discrimination case against federal agricultural officials. About 18,000 farmers in total are expected to receive checks over the next few days, according to reports from the Clarion Ledger in Jackson, Mississippi. This is the second round of funding for black farmers. Go, black farmers. This is Yeah, the second round. Payments in 1999 as part of the settlement in the class action suit are over allegations of widespread discrimination by federal officials who denied loans and other assistance to Black farmers because of their race. See, we got to keep our eyes open to these things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But we know it's always been discrimination in banking, housing, um, and at the workplace. So I mean, it's nothing new to us. It may be new. It may be new to them, some of
Right.
them, but we know better.
We start getting them in our pockets because we sure do need to build for ourselves. And then if they stole it before, then now they're giving it back to us the way they stole it, and we just have to take it. We have to take it.
Why do you think they waited? They wait until all this inflation before they give a nigga reparations. By the time they give a nigga reparations, they'll be able to give everybody $1 million, and that'll be like having 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it won't be worth shit.
It's not worth shit. It's already not worth shit. But we need to take advantage of it now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Last chance.
we can exchange it for worthy things with tangibles. Because money, to me, is not a tangible. It's one of those tangibles that come and go. Unless you spend it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Where you can create your own currency. You know what I'm saying?
So then you're one of those you're one of those people that believe if we were to get reparations, that we shouldn't get a check, we should get land or something.
No,
like
I said we should get check.
No, fuck a check.
No, I think not a check, but I think we should get money, but it better be money backed by gold.
Money ain't shit. We got to know that.
I said money backed by gold.
Now, no. I want the money. I want the cash. I'll buy whatever I want with it.
Right.
If I want to buy land, I'll buy land.
We don't need nothing personal.
I want the cash now because I can pay off my house and buy other property.
No. So y'all thinking about living in their system and just doing better in their system?
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about getting.
No, you is because you saying money. You saying money? That's their shit.
Right, but it takes money to buy.
No, well.
I was just saying it takes money to buy things, so that we can get out of their grips, and we can back our own money and make it worthy for us. Because we gotta remember, we're not like these people. We're not in their owl necessarily, and because we're not in their owl, the plans they have for us is not going to work really. You know what I'm saying? Because we can go off. We're a nation in a nation. You see what I'm saying? And we're probably a greater nation than their nation. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the foreigners to come over and try to pass for what they are. You know what I'm saying? You're back.
But D Calico, man, how do you think we should get reparations?
Yeah. See, we trying to repair a nation. So dollar signs ain't gonna matter because we're gonna be doing some individual shit. We gotta stop that. That's our biggest problem is we individuals. We have to become a people. You know what I'm saying? We have to be we the people in the preambles and all that, the Constitution. We the people. So when you come in collectively, we can tear anything down. Like you can sue your state, your government, your city, a police officer, anybody, a whole police force, when you saying we the people versus XYZ. You feel me? But if you an individual, DOD versus, light bearer versus the state of Missouri, that ain't gonna work. And if it does, it'll be monumental and everybody will use that in the Supreme Court books. Be like, hey, go look up Light Bearer versus Missouri, and you know what I'm saying? That'll be some monumental shit. That ain't what happened.
But light bearer means us. It's a word of saying us. With the
No, I'm talking about an individual.
A group of people.
I'm not talking about a group.
But that's what my name means. It means a group of people.
No. You need an S on the end to be plural.
No.
What I'm getting at is
because the Bible doesn't have an S on it.
DOD, you said she avoiding the. Do you ask me serious questions, DOD?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm trying to stay serious here. I'm trying to keep it serious here.
I'm basically saying that
I should have said Marisa.
Yeah, you should have said me because my team represents.
Yeah, then you could know I'm talking about a single person. What I'm saying is we can't be individuals. We have to be the people. We have to be a collective. That's when we can say we're a body. That's why we like, in the church say they're the body of Christ. They're the body of Jesus. We have to Megatron and power up and not think about no one person. We got to be like, damn. We got to be like, it's 100,000 of us. Dang. That means we're going to need how much? Approximately, we're going to need 90 miles worth of land.
Exactly.
Then approximately, we're going to need, we're going to come up with a list that a body of people need. We're not going to come up with nothing that an individual needs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, only thing we're gonna start off with the fresh water and the room and board, hospitals and schools. After that, we could make up for anything else that we might not have. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we can fill in them blanks later. But as a whole, everything we got the system. Like we need our own welfare. And we ain't gonna be no shame in our game. We feeding all our women and the children. You feel me? That's what our nation need to be about. It just need to be those certain things to take all those worries away. Ain't no more worrying about this and that.
That's called down the construct.
Now all the tablets and computers and skates and you feel me, video games, all that shit come later. What individuals want. But but
again, I'm asking you, where do you see reparations? So you're talking about land then?
But number one is land. Bro, it's 40 acres in a mule. There's no way around that. 40 acres in a motherfucking mule. Could you imagine? Just imagine if they gave the people who deserve 40 acres. There would be no more land in America that they could stand on. So if we want to be in their system, it'll be okay because guess what? They're going to have to pay us for the land they're sitting on. It's like, hey, you got to pay rent to me. I'm the landowner. You happen to be on my 40 acres. You feel me? So if they gave us our 40 acres in the middle, that would mean they would be giving us all of America back and we could just be the landowners like we really are. The landlords. Put it like that. You feel me? Because we got it backwards. We got these crackers thinking they landlord. We the real landlords.
Yeah, we are landlords.
Okay, yeah, so in Kuma Tare, actually, what is the objective?
Yeah, nation building? What you talking about? Living comfortable? I mean, what you mean? Being autonomous? Being able to self-govern yourself? I don't get it. I mean, I don't give a damn if you just want to be a farmer like me. Just go and farm and live your life and die. What the fuck? What else I got to do? What else do I have to do?
That's what that's what me and S. Wiseman plan to do. We try to get that 100 and something acres out there that was in Tennessee and half in Kentucky. It was beautiful property. But
come on, we're gonna build us some beautiful. We're gonna build us some beautiful condos. You know what I mean? Some beautiful neighborhoods, and make it free for our women, man. That's what it's really all about.
What you gonna make those beautiful houses with? All you got is land. You ain't got no money.
Why would you think we got land and we ain't gonna have nothing else? If we got land, we own everything, man.
Right, but you gotta sell it. You gotta sell it to get money, right?
You know,
No.
look, everything is already here.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we're gonna get if you're saying 40 acres and a mule, that don't mean nowadays we don't want. You're not gonna get the mule. Now you're gonna have to get some freaking cash, some credit, something.
Okay,
They gotta give you something.
So we are gonna get cash,
huh?
So then we are gonna get cash.
Go on, you the landlord. What you gonna do? Look, what are you gonna do about the people that's on your land? Are you gonna get paid for them being there? Or are you gonna just say, hey, you all right with me? Man, they charge. They want to cut your lights off. They want to cut your lights off. If you ain't paid, they would cut your water off. They would kick you out your apartment. So guess what? It's your turn to put that pressure on them. How could you say you need money? You will never need money.
So let me ask you this then, and I'm just curious. This is just a question. Yeah. Say for example, reparations they gave us Texas, and so what you're saying is the white people in Texas, if will have to owe us money because they're living on our land.
Period.
But what if those people leave?
Bye bye.
Exactly.
So then where is our money coming from?
They need the money too when they leave though. They gotta leave everything. They gotta leave everything when they go.
But you know that's not gonna come on now. Y'all know that.
What do you think they coming with?
I want Kentucky all the way to Texas, all the way to Florida, all the way to Mississippi, all the way I want all that.
Okay, let's say they give that, but then all the white people move to California. Let's say they move to California, Oregon.
That's our land. That's our land.
Wisconsin.
Look, it don't matter where they want to live. They can stay anywhere they want. They gotta pay, man.
Pay, but they're not living on your land. So what are they paying? What are they paying for?
Bro, all of this our land. I don't know what you mean.
But then come on, see, guys, that would not being serious.
No, you just said, what about if they give us all Texas? Okay. Because they're doing the same thing up there in
with the Native Americans.
Oklahoma right now, they just giving people all that land. Just like Empress Verdiachi, when she got that land over there in Louisiana, they kicked the fucking people off that stayed on the land. I'm talking about they helicoptered them people out. The Supreme Court just gave all of this land to her. You all have to go. So, the people got paid handsomely for their house, but they had to go because this is not your fucking land. That. So that's what I'm saying. That's
where is the money coming from, though? That's what I'm asking. Bro. When all those people are kicked out, helicoptered out, however they left.
Also,
where they getting
the money from?
Hold on, y'all. Let me say, the money is Black people put so much money into this economy. That's our money.
Money ain't shit.
We still
money ain't shit. I don't get what y'all saying.
Yeah, but you need money. You need money to build a home. You need the supplies to build the home.
I know that. I'm a designer. I know that.
Bro, I'm in Florida, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if we owned all of Florida, and them crackers want orange juice, where they gonna get it from? They ain't getting no orange juice, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They ain't getting nothing that I have. They ain't getting a motherfucking thing without bringing me what the fuck I want. And I don't want your weak ass money. I don't want nothing you can tax me for. Don't tax me. You want
lumber to build the homes. You exchange the orange for lumber.
If I need lumber, I got trees, man. Come on, man.
But D-Calico, man, you don't got enough trees to build a whole community for our race.
Bro, what you think we're gonna do with all these warehouses? So you think they're gonna pack all these warehouses up and move them?
Yeah, that's right. They're gonna take their stuff with them.
You think they can pack up a warehouse and move it?
Yeah, easily. They do it every day.
Bro, we're not talking about one warehouse in Florida. We're talking about the whole fucking Florida.
All the whole fucking Texas up. So you honestly believe they're gonna give us Florida, but they're gonna leave all of their raw materials back, unless it's part of the package. They're taking that shit with them.
Bro, we'll be bosses, bro. We would never have to deal with the U.S. We could do all of that you thinking about. We could do that with a whole nother country, brother. We could be like, hey, Cuba, I'm back, baby. You know what I'm saying? let's deal. Let's deal. I got some stuff.
We're back.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's just like
So
saying,
you're gonna need a port a
what the
port
hell you?
state.
So you trying to tell me we got a whole Florida, but we ain't got no port of Florida in
No, no,
Florida,
no,
none
no,
of the
no,
port.
no. Florida would be considered that. I'm just saying, but we would need that type of a state. We couldn't be an inland state and have and do business with like a Cuba or
Man, we
Africa or
want the
something like
whole
that.
thing. If we ain't got no water, we ain't got nothing.
Right.
We got the port in Virginia.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But we would need to be given one of those states, a coastal state. That's what I'm saying.
We'll get a coastal state. There's people in these coastal. There's black people in coastal states that own land there. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna basically wherever we are, we're gonna own that land, that 40 acres. He said 40 acres per mule. That's it. That's right there.
DOD,
The whole United States.
DOD, it's like,
Yep.
hey, look, DOD, like you got. I respect that at least you went to raw materials with your argument, which ain't really a strong argument because all that stuff can be created, man, like easily. What I'm getting at is some people so slow, they would have said the same thing about like bread and rice and shit. How we gonna get bread? How we gonna make bread? How we gonna make rice? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, man. You know.
Well, we would just have to import and export for the materials that are not that are not native to whatever land we get.
Mm-hmm.
Like if our land, if we can't make rice and with it imported, from like China or something like that. That's why I say we would need a coastal state.
What is grass? What's this? I didn't give away the answer, but what is rice? Rice is from the grass family. Rice is a grass, brother.
Right, but what I'm saying is you have to have the climate, you have to have the necessary climate to be able to grow that.
I understand. That's just like saying oranges. That's what I'm telling you. They wouldn't have a fucking orange if it's not, for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but what I'm saying is if we're not selling those oranges to anyone, that material does us no good.
Well,
we'll wake up every morning. We'll wake up every morning with orange juice, but that's it.
No, hey bro,
that's why I'm saying we have to import and export.
You got to realize any people have enough sense to use whatever they have. They're not gonna worry about what the other people have. They're not gonna be like,
that's
damn,
not true.
I ain't got no steel.
Just like you and I. If I came up to your house, hey brother, I need some eggs so I can make this omelet. No, and you said, okay, well here's 4 eggs. Make me an omelet too.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. No. But it was more like saying, if I ask you for some eggs, and you be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't eat eggs. All I have is these 2 goddamn, olives for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna, suffice what I
then I would say, then I would move over to Light Bear and see if Light Bear got some eggs. Because I don't want the olives. I'm trying to make an omelet.
See what I'm saying is, it's just like saying, oh man, I want a Komodo dragon, man. I want a Komodo dragon. All they got is fucking iguanas. You have to work with what you got. We're gonna have to play with it.
Or you go to the people that have the Komodo dragon.
No. What I'm saying is, all that could be a waste of your time. When if you go along with nature, you can just build with your bamboo. Since that's what you have bamboo. Don't find a reason to be jealous of these motherfuckers because they got steel buildings with glass. Like, oh man, I want the steel with the glass on it. You know what I'm saying? This and that. Everything got its benefit.
Exactly.
Bamboo is stronger than steel.
Yeah, bamboo is good.
Like bamboo can have more pressure than steel. Steel can't bend. When you put pressure on steel, it's gonna snap. Mm-hmm. Bamboo would just bend and flex on that shit like a muscle man. Like it ain't going nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we could use hemp hemp is like one of the best things in the world when it comes to making paper or even making, all these different materials. Like hemp is strong as hell when you braid it together and you strand it together. Hemp is tough as hell, like concrete. So it's always, you got to just go with what you got.
Well, Terry
You
in the chat said that Senegal has rice, but the only way to get that, we would have to, like I said, import and export. They're going to want something for that.
Bro,
For that
everywhere
rice,
has rice.
they're going to want either our oranges or money. They're going to want something for it.
Look, everywhere got rice, but rice is really indigenous to Asia. But regardless, everywhere has rice. It's a grass. Like I told you, it's from the grass family. Like everything.
But we can't grow rice everywhere, though.
Grow it. We can grow it. You have to.
Not up north.
Yeah.
You can't grow. Y'all can't grow nothing up north. Y'all is dead up there. Y'all had to come back down south, man. For real.
That's what I'm saying. You can't grow it everywhere. There's certain things that need certain climates to grow.
Well, you can grow anything, really. You can grow that rice, but you gotta have a special environment for it. You have to create an environment like a greenhouse, and then you can grow it.
Yeah, I don't want all that fake shit. I want the real. I want Amin Ra to grow my motherfucking rice. I want the rain, the God of rain, to rain on my goddamn rice. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? For real. Like, that's the best reward in the world.
He said,
and that's what I say. It takes certain areas to do that.
Yeah, Florida, baby. Florida, South America, all of the islands, all of those kind of places.
Terry,
the more south you go. Up north ain't shit. We don't need it. We are not made for the north.
Terry,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Terry said the old bamboo. Mary Poppins, laughing out loud. He's so silly.
Exactly.
He said.
But yeah, man, but deep, man. I'm just being honest. I would rather have, because the plan that I'm hearing is that it's gonna cost, if they give us reparations, it's gonna be $6.2 quadrillion, and each black person in America would receive 151 million. I would rather get my 151 million and buy land if that's what I want to do.
Nah, cause bro, like back in the days, $10,000 was the equivalent of $1 million. Huh? Now that everybody has $10,000, it ain't worth shit. You feel me? Like
in today's, but if you had grew that money back in the day, it'd be more than 10,000 a day.
That's only if you had lawful money, because this shit we got, like I showed you in the video, I tried to show y'all, like the difference between, the older real money compared to this new fiat currency.
The old money said backed by gold.
I showed you.
And they took it away in 1950.
We went through this already. That's what I'm saying. I thought DOD was on that show. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. He might have not. That's what
I may have been on the show. That don't mean I necessarily agree with what everybody was saying, because I was on the show.
It's not nothing. It's just evidence. I bring receipts, and if I was on my computer right now, I would show you the evidence of what your money says. It's just like showing you what your birth certificate or something says. It's not nothing you can't believe. You can't help but no. It's not a belief thing.
They tell us on the dollar that they needed our power. They need us to trust in their God to give power to their money. So that's why it says in God we trust. To keep us trusting.
God is government ordinance department.
Right.
So in the government ordinance and department, the government's ordinances and its departments is what people trust in.
Right.
That's why you talking about money this, money that. We need money because you trust in the government, the ordinance, and the department. You feel me? Like, we trusting on the 1st of the month, this gonna happen. We trusting that on the 3rd, this gonna happen. We trust on the 1st, on the 15th. All this different shit is what we get by with. And only person we relied on for those things is the GOD, the Government Ordinance Department. So
Exactly.
that's what people trust in.
Mhm. That's why we need to coin our own currency here. Our own currency.
We don't have nothing to back up a currency with. Like even like to start a private currency, you have to have gold or silver.
Well, I
Or
have gold. I'm working my way with my gold.
no, I mean when I say have gold or silver, that means you got a nice portion of the gold in the world. You know, like even if it's just 1%, I own 1% of the world's gold. That is saying something.
Well, I do own a small percentage of the world.
Did you hear my sister, DOD?
I invested.
You hear my sister?
Yeah, I invested in a gold mine. I'm part shareholder of a gold mine. So.
Okay. But did she get what I was saying?
You have to ask her.
For one, you are trading whatever gold you're talking about. You're trading it in for fiat. You're trading it in for credit and stuff like that. Like what you're looking at is currency. So they would gladly do that.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, I give you more credit than you deserve for that dollar. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just playing a game with us. You know, that's why I think like 10 years ago, you cannot buy the same thing with $10 you could 10 years ago. With just $10. You know, what you could buy 10, and that's only 10 years ago.
When Fed money dies down, I'm gonna get all my money back in that gold. Basically.
But see, again, that doesn't make sense because you just trading in for the fiat money then, right?
That's what you want to do because you're getting real money for your fake money.
DOD.
How you're giving gold for the fake money?
No, I gave my money up for the real gold money.
And then to resell it to get back the fake money.
I'm not gonna. I'm not selling my gold.
No. You cashing in.
No, I'm not cashing in.
What good is it doing?
You see?
What good is
it doing? You see what I'm saying?
Because my gold is building up. I'm letting it build up. I'm buying.
How can gold build up? What do you mean gold building up?
I'm saving in gold. Okay.
You have a gold. You own a part. You own part of the gold mine. That means the proceeds coming from the gold mine is partly yours. That doesn't mean the gold.
So my money's going back into making more gold.
The people you are in unison with do not think like that. They're getting the dollars. They're not, whatever they done agreed on is not to get the gold. It's to get the money. You know?
It's the mine the gold to get the money.
Like saying a diamond importer or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like what you can buy with the money is what's important. Which is some gold and some diamonds and all of these different things. It's not the money. There is no way I would be the diamond king or gold king and sell my shit for some money.
No, that don't make sense.
You know what I'm
saying? So what are you gonna do with all the gold then? What do you do with it?
Because you can use the gold to buy and purchase things.
Bro.
Just like money, right?
No,
just like money, right?
Look, if I wanted to do something on this realm that so-called you could just do with gold, other than eat it, because you don't know about that. The ancient Egyptians, they ate gold. Not like immensely, but it's good to digest a little bit of gold. It's already in your bloodstream. What I get at is, if I wanted to do anything on this level, this realm with gold, then I got it like that. Then I'm just gonna start my own currency, and my money is gonna be way more powerful than anybody else's money. You know?
Okay, now wait a minute. But your currency has to be accepted by.
No,
unless you're talking about just us as a people, you're gonna have our own money, and only be distributed amongst us. Because anywhere else in the world, they don't have to accept it.
Yes, they would. Right now, if you just had a gold coin, you think that's not accepted?
No, that's a gold coin.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking
So I'm
about
telling you, look,
currency.
look, I'm telling you the same. If you write on a piece of paper that you promise X, Y, Z, your signature is what makes that money.
No, it's the
So
gold
no,
that
no,
makes it.
no. The gold is what's gonna make this a closed deal. Like this deal is finalized when you give that person they fucking gold they ask for. What I'm saying is, like your name on that piece of paper is money. That's money right there. That's a contract. This person is guaranteed they're gonna get some motherfucking gold because you signed your name on this piece of paper. It could be a blank, it could be a napkin. I promise XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So let's just show you the power of your signature alone. You know what I'm saying? But that gold is gonna back up that piece of paper. Same
That's what
thing.
I was saying, right? That
Same,
the gold
same.
is just backing it up.
Yeah. So guess what? If I just wrote on 100 of these mother suckers, my signature saying I promise XYZ and leaving a blank name, whoever I give it to, they can write their name. That's like a money order. They're gonna be that thing is money. That piece of paper is money. That's a contract, bro. So the same thing going with this dollar. This ain't number the piece of paper. If it's backed by gold, now it's truly valuable. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like saying if you're in school and they got the school money, they be like, okay, our mascot is the turtle. So if you got some turtle money, then you get to go shopping in school on Fridays and buy candy. But it's just turtle money. It's just kid money for the school. You feel me? So same thing go with this currency in this system. It shows that you're a good kid in this system, and you can spend all you want in their stores with their money. You can play. You can go play and have fun. Go ahead, kids. But you can't really go all around the world like you think you can with this bullshit. Uh, Even over there in Great Britain, which is the big, the mother and the father of the United States. Over there in Great Britain, you can buy anything with American money except for precious metals. Uh, they ain't giving you no. They're saying we'll let you eat, we'll let you drink, we'll let you clothe yourself with this little fake money y'all got, but you cannot buy any precious metals with that bullshit. That means you won't be getting no gold, you won't be getting no silver, no copper, no cobalt, no nickel, no iron, no nothing.
But
You won't be able to make. You won't be able to make a bullet.
My money, they take my fiat money, turn it into the euro, and then I get my gold from Germany. I don't get my gold from Americans here.
And then if you wanted fiat money, they just do it in reverse.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Thank you. Yep. See, gold ain't gonna depreciate.
Right.
Like I say, $10 is not the same $10 from 10 years ago.
Gold does depreciate.
No, gold value goes up.
And down.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh yeah.
Down.
Oh yeah.
That bitch ain't going down. That shit ain't going down.
Yes, it goes down all the time, up and down. Silver, gold, all of that. Platinum.
Bro, those little certain times in history, because it go off supply and demand, bro.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So it goes up and down.
No. So the whole point is, ain't gonna be no more created. Gold ain't just gonna pop up on Earth that ain't already on Earth. Ain't none of that gonna pop up. What I'm saying is, if it's a war going on right now, then iron is gonna be more valuable because they want to put a hole in somebody's fucking head. But once everything calms back down, that market, that's what they call it. Once that market calms back down, then gold can take its place back amongst, all of the other metals and be the crown jewel. You feel me?
Well, let me ask you this. Go ahead.
No, I mean, even last time, I remember when Bush was in office, aluminum was through the roof because they were trying to make bombs and shit. So they needed all the aluminum they can get. People were scrapping cans and making good money. And then, like, the second he got them called the war off, the price for all that aluminum went right back down to nothing. You feel me?
Right.
So that's the
So
only
what is the
time
most
you'll see go down.
so what is the most precious mineral on Earth?
You mean most precious metal?
Or resource?
I don't know, most precious metal like plutonium. Yeah. Or what's
Because
that?
well, that's a mineral, right?
Plutonium? I think it's like one of those. It's a metal.
Okay, so is water
It's
considered a
radioactive.
mineral?
No, water has minerals, or it's dead.
But so what do you consider water?
Everything.
Right, because to me that's the most precious. That's the most precious resource
Resource. Yeah.
on this planet. It's water.
It's more than just this planet. Water is everything. The all.
Right.
Everything is water. They just don't want us to see it like that, but everything is water, brother. There's waters
That's the most
above.
precious.
There's waters above.
Yep.
That means what you're thinking about outer space that's water up there. You know, we like I always like I say I have to say it all the time. But like I say, does a fish know it's underwater? A fish does not know it's underwater, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He knows
Yeah.
when he knows when he's out of water, of course. Well, we are the fish that does not know it's underwater. We're underwater. You know what I mean? The air is water. Water is a solid, a liquid, and a gas.
Mm-hmm.
And its gas form is called air. You feel me? In its liquid form, we know it's called water. In its solid form, it's called ice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Water is.
this is all water.
Right. So water is liquid form is rain and in the solid form is ice.
It's water in its liquid form, whether it be rain
Right.
or the ocean. You know what I mean? It's water in its liquid form. In its
Right.
gas form, it's called air. You feel me? And in its solid form, it's ice. You feel me? So, like I always cap it off to let you know that nobody ain't gonna tell you this but these calico. You know? But what I'm telling you is, what is fire? Fire cannot exist without what?
Air. Oxygen.
Air. So, what did I just tell you air is?
You said air is water.
So that means
it's
fire
gas
is.
form.
So that means fire is water, my brother. You hear me? They would never tell you that. That's why I'm telling you. That's where we get the baptism by fire and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where these sayings come from. Cause it's all water, bro. They would never tell you that. That's why hot and cold are two, you know, are both on the same pole. Like, you know, it's one. It might be two extreme poles, but like there is no point where hot ends and cold begin. No point. There's no point that you can say hot ends and cold begins, or vice versa. There is no point. You know what I'm saying? So they're essentially two extremes of the same pole. You know what I mean?
Yep.
DOD?
I'm here, brother. I'm listening.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, everything is, I just show you what the all is. The all is the water because there's nothing else that can cover two extremes on the same pole. You know, but nothing else can encompass heat and cold but water. I'm telling you, you'll never find that nowhere. Nobody ain't gonna never tell you fire is water. And when they do, they heard it from the chemical. But ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to wake all our ass up. You feel me? For real.
The precious metal.
So even when you seeing the stars and the sun and the sky and all that, you can look up sonoluminescence. Sonoluminescence is when sound, and it's like when sound waves like pierce a bubble, like underwater. It creates sonoluminescence.
I be hearing big booms.
That's why they think in the beginning was a word. You hear me, brother?
I hear you.
Yeah, in the beginning was the word, because they show it how in the waters, which are above, and when the sound waves crash into a bubble, it creates this burst of light, fire, even underwater. You know what I'm saying? And what you're looking at, it's called sonoluminescence, but that's really what all these stars are comprised of. Yeah.
Y'all, it is getting late for y'all. For us all, I think. Thank you so much for that information, though, Dee. Always giving us enlightenment. So, let's see here. Check out the chat room now. Oh, DJ Moz, peace. Angela Caraway, Shalom, beautiful Anaya, Nkrumah,
Nkrumah.
Ture.
Hey, my boy say turtle money. What?
Anaya. Yeah. Thank you all for being here again tonight and supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much.
Well, like Bear, I want to thank you for having me up, and D Calico, man, I always enjoy talking with you, brother.
Yeah,
that was good, man. I appreciate y'all.
And thank you so much for coming, D Calico. Yeah.
I thank you for having me, sis.
Anytime. The next conversation is going to be tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about, is that tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, it's going to be definitely melanin tomorrow. And I might be coming from the, I don't know,
today is Friday.
Bookstore tomorrow and do it. Who else has made a comment? Somebody else made a comment. Okay, Terry. He said Terry. Call me Terry. All right. So, family, with that said, true love or peace and the higher self within the soul. You don't mind staying after DOD, do you? Or
no, I don't mind.
Okay, let's stay after. Okay. And with that said, peace and love, family.